We are friends, digging each other, taking time to talk it over.
It was good. You should run for office.
I know.
Go ahead, tell him.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Lions Den.
Go ahead, tell him that was the shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell him, Jay.
And then you
Yo.
fucking interrupted.
Oh, my bad. I had to say how dope that was. Bro, I'm the hype man over here. You know what I'm saying?
You do it now.
Do what?
The
You do
intro.
it.
Hey, here we are. Back in the Lions Den podcast.
Fired.
Hates us.
Fired.
Hates us.
Welcome back to the Lions Den Pod. Please continue to rate and review at Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Stitcher.
Bro, Stitcher, shout out to the
or
Stitches.
wherever you listen to your pod. You know what Stitcher's for? I already told you, right?
Don't fucking talk to me like that.
You understand what it's for?
Yeah, it's for Stitcher.
If you don't have an iPhone,
phone.
I'm gonna fucking come across the table.
Don't come across the table. The table is very fragile.
If you don't,
So is everything. The chairs, the paintings, everything's fragile in this fucking room.
Yeah, okay.
if
It
you-
relies off my emotions.
listen, if you don't
Okay.
have an Apple product phone, you
Yeah.
can't get Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, figure that out if you don't have
So
one.
what an asshole.
Like, come on.
Breathe.
Yeah, the Google Pixel, the camera's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck
It actually
off.
looks kind of cool.
Rubbing his eye like a baby.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm sleepy.
And if you want to look at us, watch our YouTube channel, the Lions Den with Brent Morin and Jason Collings. And for all of your members only content, go to patreon.com/thelionsdenpod and send us an email at podthelionsden@gmail.com. Send us a funny story, send us pictures, nudes, whatever you want.
Don't send those. Don't send those.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're the one that
We
brought it
can't
up
we
earlier.
can't prompt that of people.
You're the
Nudes?
one who brought it up.
I didn't bring it up.
Off camera, Will wanted to see everybody naked. Anyways,
That's not true.
Be Roman.
That's
I got you.
what's that?
Well, Roman people always are naked.
Oh, be
guys
Roman.
or girls.
Oh,
just
oh.
just
you were
send
like
us
you thought he was
penis,
saying
tits.
roaming.
I don't know. Yeah.
You gotta be roaming
Yeah.
around.
No,
get
you
that
gotta be
uterus.
Roman.
Gotta go out there and get that ute.
ROMAN.
How we doing, guys? How are we freaking doing?
Good, dude. I feel like we're in good spirits, you know?
Nope,
we're
I'm not.
Had some nice laughs
I'm not.
before this. Why?
I went
What
to my
happened?
doctor this morning, and
Oh,
apparently
this
I'm
is-
20 pounds overweight.
No,
No, you're not.
No.
Hey.
No. Shocker. No.
No. See, you're being fun. He was real.
I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna hit him too.
I want all the lightning bolts.
This will be
Shocker, 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 shocker.
this will be Will's last episode. Between what he did
so
to
just
you,
chill.
did you see when I said I'm 20 pounds overweight? He went,
No. I said no.
"No, you didn't."
I wouldn't
Well,
say
'cause you were
20
looking at me.
pounds.
They said
So what do they want you to weigh?
165,
I mean, that's you're 5'9".
5'11.
Okay, sorry. You're 5'10" and a half, and
Maybe I am.
sometimes
5'10"
they're
and a
off. Like
half.
I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1". They asked. I Googled it once. Can't even say Google. I Googled it once, and they said the ideal weight for my height and age is 170 pounds. If
That's what it used to be.
I weigh 200 right now, maybe 210.
That's not bad.
If I
though,
weigh
for your height.
170,
You'd be
You'd look weird.
I would look
really weird.
like almost on death's door.
yeah, you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Are you all right, man?"
Yeah.
I told him I was a running back, and
Good. No, it's good. That worked.
It's
Oh,
all
in that
muscle.
sorry, in that case.
I said sorry. I'm all running back, and I hit my thighs.
Oh, you hit
and
the
then I
haunches?
actually pulled out my knee by accident. But they said, "Oh, you have varicose veins too." I went, "No, let's not look at that yet."
You got to look at that.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want it to. You know. You
I don't know
have-
what is that. Like I know what it looks like,
It's like
but
a
what's
blood clot, basically.
the cool?
It's
Cool,
collapsed
cool.
veins
Oh, sounds super cool. All
I
good.
have
Just-
'em.
Yeah, you had it for a minute, just walking around with that.
from his big toe all the way up to his balls.
Well, that's where my little brother, the doctor, when we were talking before this camera came on. Here's the problem with him: is he'll go, "You need to get that checked. I'm really concerned."
That's not a
and
problem
I go,
with him. That's a problem with you.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
He goes, "You need to get that checked. It's really concerning that it goes all the way up to here." Okay, I have to go home now, and then I have to live with that.
I would expect him, as my brother, to have his medical bag with him at all times and to throw
Thank
you
you.
on the dining room table and perform this
Thank you.
procedure immediately.
Cut this alien snake out of my leg.
Yeah.
How do you get it out?
Can you just add it to my penis?
What?
No Novocaine. Or what is it, Novocaine? What's the bullshit that makes you Novocaine's for the mouth?
Yeah. I don't know.
No painkiller.
Painkiller?
No goddamn painkillers.
Oh man, that's really frustrating because I know what you're talking about.
Anesthesia.
Nice.
Let it be a snake. Let it be a snake.
Anaconda. Anaconda, please, an anaconda.
What happened in here? Holding my varicose vein. He wanted us,
Holding it. It's like a piece of spaghetti.
Whoa.
he wanted us to add this alien to his penis.
How do they, I wonder what the procedure is to do that because it's a collapsed vein.
Well, compression therapy is one idea. What if I didn't Google that? I just knew that. Well, compression therapy. Yeah, that's like the most conservative treatment option. Compression stockings
Yes.
are designed.
Well, that's why I wear the.
compression shorts, right? You
Yeah.
wear those like, oh yeah.
Wear the
No, it's
stockings,
not
and then
why,
you can get the procedure done where you're. It looks like those fishing pants that come all the way to here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Most
yeah.
people, waiters. They
Waiters.
look like waiters.
Oh, what's
And it squeezes it. Your shit, I think.
Ooh.
It squeezes the fuck out of your legs.
I will say when I go.
Hey, I don't know
shit-
anything. By the way.
no?
I don't know anything.
Started real confident with
Yeah.
that. Fishing shit.
Hey, do that again. Walking into the waiting room of a hospital. So what's wrong with our dad?
Well, he's got his veins are popping up, so we need to do compression. They got those pants that you could put on. It looks like fishing waders. The family's just like, the fuck is wrong with this doctor?
What's wrong with mom? We need fishing waders. Well, we live in Seattle. Go get some fishing waders. I don't know what those are. Remember when we irresponsibly watched I
wanna
Know
wear
What You
those.
Did Last Summer?
Oh, that's right. That's what he was wearing. I want to wear those on stage once and not even
Why
address
not?
it.
Oh, God.
Is there anything that you've wanted to? All seriousness, is there anything you've wanted to wear on stage but you're too insecure? Mm-hmm. Like not even joking, not like safari hat.
Cut off. You know how Travis Barker wears those cut off shirts?
Yeah.
Like, and I have them at home
Yeah.
here. I don't have the confidence to wear it, maybe because of tattoos and body and blah blah blah. But it would be kind of cool to have that and then have like a rib tattoo and
Yeah.
do
Okay.
think about
Interesting.
that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
I
good
have
answer.
a
That's a
very,
good answer.
very simple one. A hat. Like a hat. Like you guys can comfortably wear hats on stage.
well, I'm losing my hair.
I don't know what it is about that because I wanted to not have to put product in this beautiful mane of mine before I went out to do stand up and just throw on a ball cap. But I don't know what it is. I feel like it's weird because we do have peers that make fun of us.
Make fun of me.
And it's amazing how most fucking comedians are the most insecure people on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
And they will point out a freckle that they didn't see before you walk on stage. And I'm worried that like, what are you a hat guy now? What are you wearing a hat now?
Yeah, it's
You
all
know?
their insecurities coming out.
Yeah,
of that.
just hey man, just go write funny jokes and leave my hat alone.
I'm not going to give you any of that because the reason you don't wear a hat is because you have that beautiful hair. I was wearing it for necessity.
Right.
He's wearing it because his hair is too. He looks weird.
Yeah, he's got good hair though.
I have
Yeah,
long
I don't
hair right
like
now, though.
this bullshit.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't like
long.
the curly
It's
cues?
long.
No, I'm jealous.
I like them.
It's a lot to handle.
Somebody in my house.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I wore a hat on stage the other night, and at the Improv and another show, and I felt weird about it.
Yeah, I
I
always
wasn't.
felt that way.
I wasn't like because my hair was like looked shitty, and I was like, well, what do I do? Do I have goofy looking hair or do the thing where it's like, oh, you're wearing a hat on stage? So it's like I don't know
I
what.
feel like I'm at an age where a hat looks silly on me.
Oh yeah.
Which it's weird because my brother wears them all the time and he looks great in hats. Which also will
You
piss
had
you
brought
off
that up.
because David has really
He
good
has
hair.
great hair,
He
too.
actually buzzed
Yeah.
it off. He shaved it.
Why?
He's got a full on buzz.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen last time I saw
That
him. he had a
pisses me off
Buzz.
Yeah.
Why did he do that?
It's a
'Cause he's
secret.
got
He's
it.
going on a secret mission where he's got to
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, they're gonna drop. They're,
It's a secret. He's going on.
yeah, because hair gets in your way when you're like in the jungles.
Well, if you're in Tatooine, you can't
Yeah,
be,
well- well,
with hair.
Hey,
he's getting dropped into the middle of a jungle, and he's gonna
stop
kill a drug
revealing
lord. Oh, shit.
everything.
Oh man,
Sorry.
It's Colombia.
It's the Medellin.
I just figured something Star Wars related. I feel like him and the Ewoks are gonna do something cool. You know? Just figured. I don't know. I just assumed.
I literally hated wearing a hat. The last week I wore a hat on stage for the first time in a long time. And it just doesn't feel the same. Like mentally, I'm not in the same place. And then I also felt like I had to make fun of it. I look like a divorced dad coaching Little League. Like I had to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Even though they're not thinking it, they laugh the hardest at that because they're thinking, oh, you didn't even try.
But I wear hats weird
That's
too.
something.
I was just thinking that you do wear hats weird.
I
Real
wear
low,
and
tuck the ear.
I tuck my one ear, not both.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. I pull it here and I tuck one.
I want to
ear.
know exactly
you're
why you
crisscross,
do
you
that.
weirdo.
I want to know exactly why you do that.
for
It's a
the
very specific way to wear a hat. I don't know one other person I've met in my whole entire life who does that.
Who?
One thing. No, I'm saying I've never met anyone.
Oh.
You tuck both. That's like you're in Huntington Beach. Like that's a normal thing,
That's
right?
true.
You wear the snapback really low.
right.
You should have
Here's
a
By the
neck
way,
tattoo and surf.
pick it up. Don't wear your fucking. Not you, but people they wear their snapbacks.
Oh, I
like,
don't wear it over-
low as fuck.
Not over my
Bro,
eyebrows.
pick it up. What are you
I just
doing?
wear, I
That's
wear
so
it like
dumb.
a hat is supposed to be worn. I don't wear it on the back of
Well,
my head.
Hats aren't supposed to be worn over the ear.
No,
You're not a
but
little leaguer.
But see how you're wearing your hat? You're wearing it right.
It's,
Right.
'cause
You,
it's
he
stuck.
wears his like a yarmulke, like it's always just on
That's
the back.
not
of
true.
It.
If
Yes.
it's a beanie, you can maybe give me that. Not
If
a
I had
hat.
that kind of glory through
But
the frame,
it's
I
very
would do
simple. Why?
My
I
head's
wear
too
the
big.
hat on my head normally.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have my ears are a little,
It. They're not at
and
all.
I hate it when
They're
my ear goes up higher than the edge of the hat. So I just give it a little tuck.
But one ear.
One ear because I kind of like I'm slim with the tilted brim like Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
making it cool.
You know what I mean?
I don't like my ear. My ears can't be higher
you
than my hat.
realize-
My ears have to be lower than the hat.
All
My
right,
hat
I'm
can't
not
be-
Rain Man. Uh-oh, fart.
Do you
Uh-oh,
realize
fart.
you're just basically explaining that you have such a symmetrical head and ears that you don't know
Mm-hmm. And
what to do. This is alienish. It goes
Right,
back.
yours
so
is
this
yours
is
is bizarre.
stop.
Wow, look at
See?
that.
Well, you wear so tight.
What if the hair stayed in
don't
his
wear it
hat?
tight.
What if
There's
he
only
when he took it
3.
off real fast, his hair stayed in it? And we just exposed everything. Here's the thing. Also, I wear a big big hat.
Yeah.
Not my size. I wear it too big because
I
I
was
want it to
always
be.
wondering that.
I don't want it to squeeze my head.
Yeah, I don't like
that.
Yeah, me too.
Makes my forehead.
Yeah,
itch.
yeah. I don't know how you're wearing it that tight. The fact that you're gonna go,
It's only 3.
But
you can make it looser.
do you know your size?
make it
What's your size in fitted?
7 and 3/4.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Wow.
7 and
wow.
3/4 to 7 and 5/8 when I was
Your
in high
neck,
school.
your neck's really strong.
I'm telling you, it goes
You're-
back. My
Brent.
head goes back.
Brent, you're an alien.
I wish.
You know, you look like those guys on the hieroglyphics in the pyramids with the big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people
You're a
said
higher-
that to me in Little League, and that's why I'm insecure.
But
so
that
thanks.
means, but no, what that means
that
is
means you're brilliant.
your brain's bigger. You got a bigger brain pan.
That's what my mom always said.
So that little pea is just knocking around in there.
Like playing pinball.
The worst.
But yeah, that's what I'm
Fucking
insecure to wear on stage.
psychiatrist.
A hat
Wow,
or these comedians that wear a vest over a t-shirt.
You would want to wear a vest. We're
Well,
saying, what would you want to wear?
I hate it. What would I want to wear on stage?
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Like,
bro.
confidently.
A fucking trench coat.
Oh, that picture you posted the other day?
Yes.
That shit
Really?
was tight. I hope I almost said that you got to get that shit.
It's a H&M thing.
What'd you post?
By the way, hat sizes extra large is 7.5 to 7 5/8. So you got an extra large head.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about it?
This thing.
I've always known it. Oh, I actually like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks dope.
like an Inspector
send that
Gadget.
make sure to send that to Jay so he puts
Is that
Jay.
H&M?
David, so he brings
Yeah.
that up.
H&M, so it's not
get that.
expensive.
For our listeners, it's like this cool, like plaid, almost like trench coat thing. Like
Yeah.
kind of like a fitted
I've
trench
been
coat
looking for
thing.
one of those.
Really dope.
I love
so,
pea coats.
So you
That I would rock.
you would want it, but would you actually wear that on stage, or would you be
I think
kind
I
of
could get away
nervous
with
to
it.
wear?
I think I can get away with it. Some
Yeah.
of the shit that I wear on stage, a lot of people really just can't handle. You know what I mean?
Okay, you like what? Denim jackets? What do you mean?
Bro, the shit I wear on stage,
You are very coordinated. I will. I
I'm
will
always
give that.
coordinated. I'm actually
Coordinated.
way more coordinated than most white people.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But no, I like what I wear on stage.
I
Here's what
actually don't
get-
know if you could get away. I think if you wore that on stage, I go, "What the fuck is Jay doing right now?"
It's
But
like
then-
you. Oh, he's popping off. Like he's killing it right now. If you wear that.
But then my material and how funny I am
Yeah,
takes the focus right off of what I'm wearing.
that's true. But how many times did you have to do this? And that's what she
Oh,
said.
collar
oh
up,
man,
collar up, dude.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
And then you and like
Cool.
this.
yeah.
oh man.
I am
Magneto.
very insecure in just a t-shirt that's a light color,
Why?
Sweating,
fat
tits.
belly.
You guys, both you fucking guys.
What about you?
He's just
You
my
asked the
middle-
question.
sweating fat?
My middle ring. I call it my middle ring.
What's that?
It's like a ring around my middle. Here. You know the. You know the pool floaties.
Yeah,
I
dude.
got my pool floaty on.
Oh,
dude.
man.
So when I wear a t-shirt and you can see my,
Middle ring.
you can it's less noticeable when you wear a dark t-shirt. So if you see me on stage without a denim, on or without like a nice button-up shirt on, and I'm just in a t-shirt, it's always going to be a dark color.
I love it.
So you can't see my middle ring, dude.
Middle ring,
I remember
bro.
in Atlanta, I wore that nice silk shirt I had, and I was so excited about it. And then, but the walk, and it's so humid in Atlanta.
God.
I was sweating so much, and all I was thinking about was that ring because I was sweating from my upper
Oh,
abdomen to my penis.
Oh, bro.
And it was just like this circle that
The sweat
created
marks,
like
the sweat marks like to frame your imperfections. That's
And-
what I always say. You get sweat rings under the titties,
Yeah,
over the belly, right?
And then it was down here, and I said, I gotta go back. And Marcy, I love her to death. She goes, "Where you going?" I go, "I gotta change," because the whole set, I was just thinking they could see a fucking Cookie Monster just going blah, and everybody that was working there, the comics go, "No, you were sweating, but he was fine." And I went, "No, I felt it. I came back in full black."
Dude, I'm so lucky that I don't get sweaty like that. I don't get the sweat stains under my arms.
Oh,
I
I
don't
always
get wet
do.
stains under my
I
arms.
sweat everywhere.
Dude,
You're not a sweater?
my buddy
really.
Brian, as soon as he walks out of the house, it's just like just
You're not a big sweater.
no.
I am.
My forehead will
Me
sweat.
either. My back will sweat when I'm driving. That's the most sweaty I
Yeah.
get. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I love
My
about
drives, it's like the drives I take are so long.
Dude, the
Thank
seats
Robert.
the seats in Brent's car are the seats are air conditioned.
No
Yeah.
way.
And I
Yeah,
put them on
and it's
Porsche.
amazing.
And that's the only thing I use. It's
Ah.
60 degrees in there with the seats. And then I get on stage, I'm good. But if I have to hang out, people go, "Did you witness a murder?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just drenched. I have to
You
leave."
witness a murder.
You didn't answer what you would want to wear on stage, so you don't feel like you wouldn't.
Shorts.
Like how short are we talking?
The
here?
shorts I normally wear. Just the ones I have on
too
right now,
short,
for
too
example.
short.
Sure.
Got it. Okay, too short.
Stylish. They're in style.
Too much thigh.
Things that are in
too
style.
much thigh.
In style?
Let's not have thigh.
The
I
most
don't want to see
stylish.
your thigh. I don't want to see your thigh.
It's not up to me.
I don't want to see
fashion.
the
You
road
wanna
to
wear
your balls.
shorts?
I don't want to see the trail to your balls.
Yeah.
But
Give me
but
knees
hey,
and down. I'm all right with that.
Give
but
me
no,
knees and down.
this isn't
And
1998.
fitted.
Fitted long shorts?
Dude,
Like they're like knickers.
Oh no. I wouldn't wear shorts, but I wouldn't do it. I would do. You know, the only
like
time I would
athletic
wear
shorts. Like
just shorts
I mean,
in general.
I'm not.
think.
I don't
Or
like,
like
not like
cargo.
No, like shorts
Thinking-
that you see me wear all the
jorts,
time.
dude. Jean
Khakis?
shorts.
Maybe
Jean shorts.
Some
yeah.
Nantucket
Folded?
shorts,
folded. Maybe
with
You're-
boat shoes.
You're
depends
Nancy,
where I am.
man.
Come
You're
on, man.
Boat shoes.
You don't catch me in Sperry's.
My brother
No
rocks
fucking
Sperry's,
way.
dude.
I like.
Yeah,
Sperry's.
and he looks great.
Yeah.
But I
Hey,
don't.
my
I wor-
brother's a Sperry.
Yeah,
You don't want the Sperry's with the laces on the side,
it's dude. That's the last thing I think I would ever wear.
What would you wear with shorts?
I wore that in high school, and everyone,
Oh.
dude, people rock that. Everyone rocks Sperry's. That shit was like fire.
Weird how
Everyone
shit comes
rocks
around because when I was in junior high,
Yeah.
they were big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we.
And
all,
I
it was
remember
awesome.
I bought some fake Sperry's
College,
at the there's a store called the Greatest American Shoe Store.
Cool.
And the thing said gas. Great American Shoe Store, GASS.
It's like the Truman Show.
And bro, I wore them to school and got just dude, the 80s were people were like if you wore fake shit. See, because fortunately, but unfortunately, what's he doing?
You kissing guys that are outside of your shoes.
Yeah, you know, kissing guys.
I wanted people to think I had a boat,
Oh,
but
do?
with the school that I went to, you were either rich or you were fucking poor, and guess where I fell in? And so I was like, I want to get some Sperry topsiders. Greatest American Shoe Store had them. They looked exactly the same, except there was a little tag that said gas on them. So I wore them to school, and everybody pointed at them. Nice gases.
Oh, really?
Great oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
And then you're
That
just
sucks.
stuck with them all day.
Bro.
Is that why you got a boat?
Yeah,
I'll show them.
I'll show them.
Nice.
Dude, that's why I have this shoe thing. I've had some things happen in the past when I was a kid because I couldn't afford my
Cool
parents.
shoes.
Not that I couldn't afford my parents. You know, they were on a budget.
Yeah.
We were what they, they paid all this money to get us into this nice neighborhood. We lived in a great neighborhood. We didn't live in the hood after 12 years old. Before 12, hood rats.
That's where you learn how
But
to sing.
when I was 12, my dad and mom bought a house in the nice neighborhood. But that was where all the money went. So we're not going on vacations. We're not buying name brand. I'm not getting Guess jeans. The only pair of Guess jeans I had is somebody left a pair at my house once, and I wore them. And so my brother and I would really, like, Reeboks were a huge thing in junior high school, right? So I really wanted a pair of these Reeboks. And my mom found the Foot Locker outlet store. And it was somewhere in the South Bay. I can't remember, like Manhattan Beach or Redondo or something. So we go in there and I find these damn Reeboks. And they're a size too big. But I'm like, I'm getting them.
Been there.
So we get them. And as they got dirty, my mom would buy that polish, that paint polish, and make them white.
Is that
again.
why you always clean?
No, but because they were the only ones.
Yeah.
And then, of course, kids pointed at it and noticed, oh, look what he did to his freaking Reeboks. He couldn't even get real ones. And, like, just went in.
Sucks.
Went in. But, you know,
Real.
the thing is, David and I never really complained about it. We're like, this is where we're at. This is where we are.
And then you learn to beat everybody up.
So what I'm going to
I
do
went
is
back and beat the
I'm
shit
gonna
out of
take
everyone.
a deadly martial arts style. And now say some shit about my shoes.
Well,
But
you know,
again,
that's very fascinating, too, because when you were in high school is when the economy was so good that it was all about material possessions.
Well, there was a time after that when I went into high school where Pop started making some money. But like the song says, Papa was a rolling stone. Hey, wherever he lay at one home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Meaning he wasn't rolling around with other women. But he didn't like staying in one place for very long as far as his job.
Oh, that's what that song means?
No, the song means the women.
Sorry.
But he would
I'm
stay at a
learning.
he would be at a place, and then he would like go, oh, the grass is greener over there, and he would go to that next job and have to start over, and then that company would fail. It was just a whole thing, and so there was a little time there where we were doing all right. You know, we had my dad got a new car. It was cool, but that didn't last very long, and it was right before I was 18, gonna turn 18 and be my own guy. And then that's at 21 when we all opened a business together. And
Yeah.
boy, when I got that business, I got me a car. I got a fucking lowrider Chevy truck and rocked it everywhere. And I remember pulling up to a nightclub one time, and a girl that I went to high school yelled out from the line at the club. She goes, "Oh, that's what it's like having your own business," because I have my lower.
wow.
Yeah.
Hell
But
yeah, dude.
you know, but one of the things that's a problem now is that I want to constantly get things that I couldn't get when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the whole Nike thing.
Yeah.
Those shoes that I have, like there's no way in the world in 1985 I could afford a pair of Jordans. You know? That's why I do it.
You got him.
No, it's
That's what I would be insecure to wear on stage.
What?
Some bullshit ass shoes.
okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, and that makes sense. But
Dress sandals. I'm gonna wear dress sandals with white socks.
Ooh, like Samuel L. Jackson?
Yes, dude. Dress sandals, white socks, and slacks with the pleats.
Or Lawrence Fishburne, like
Mm-hmm.
one of those.
But what I think about that style thing is I feel like if you reach the goal is I think to reach a certain point where like you can wear whatever the fuck you want, especially if it's
Yeah.
for your fans. That's what I said. It's like when I start like moving tickets and shit, like, and I do my own shows headlining, like I may wear shorts because it's my people, it's my fans. There's no one there to judge
Right.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't
Sure.
do it at like a club, like Comedy Magic Club. I would never show up in fucking shorts. But if it's like my show, I may wear shorts.
I used
Why
to
not? It's
always
your
feel
shit.
I
It's
used,
my
about
show.
you.
It's
I
about
used to
me.
feel completely insecure because of my hair insecurity of wearing a hat at good clubs.
Yeah.
I always felt like I knew in my head, I go, oh, they think you're being disrespectful. Even though they might
Yeah,
not
but
be
you
thinking
look-
it, but it's one of those things where
You
I go,
look like a baseball player when you wear a hat.
I-
You look right in hats.
yeah, I look like a catcher. You know what's interesting about that? You bring that up, but I remember Chris D'Elia when we were doing the haha days.
Mm-hmm.
You'll remember this. We're just doing bowling alleys and
Oh, terrible.
haha Wednesdays.
Not terrible. I'm sorry. Very
And-
fun.
And he
a lot of
literally,
good memories.
he literally said, "I want to wear all white on stage." And he had a jean. Remember the white jean jacket, white jean shorts, and he had this
Jean
piece-
shorts?
jean. Oh no, sorry, jean pants.
Okay.
White jean pants, and he had this like peace sign, white T-shirt, and I went ha ha, and then I go to meet him, and
He's wearing
he
it.
comes out in this out of his shithole place, and I go, what? You really doing this? He goes, yeah, I just want to do this. Fuck him, it's me. He just had that right away. That's why when people get like shittier after they get famous, like no, he was always that shitty. In a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's never changed. He's just
No.
always been that way.
Right.
And I always went, wow, that's kind of, and I took from that like, yeah, own it.
Oh, my God,
Like,
I
this
just-
is your shit.
One time for Halloween, I was, you to dress up as like, when you go to school in Halloween, usually they dress, everyone usually
Really?
dresses up in school.
I
Yeah,
never did.
yeah, they do. They do. Like
I was
a
too
fair-
insecure.
If
Well,
like
no, I'm saying it's one thing if you didn't do it, but most people did
Yeah.
that.
They did.
right, every school had that. Like
Yeah.
usually it was like the day before Halloween,
Yeah, exactly.
and you would dress up.
And I was really lazy because I don't like ever like trying to like costumes. I'm like we're
Yeah.
like we're
I
you know
hate
who we are. It's like I'm not gonna like
Hate
ugh,
it.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I was gonna be white out, and so I wore all white, like like a white out pen, like a like a thing.
Yeah, for when you
and
fix
it
it.
and it would, a few people were like,
Ku Klux Klan.
yeah, wasn't great. Like it's not like I had like a hood on or anything.
What if he was wearing a hoodie that happened to be pointed?
Yeah, it just because it was hanging on my shit weird.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
it wasn't
so
great.
funny.
It was not like no one like I didn't get in trouble, but it was just like, oh yeah, man, like that's a
Dude,
little weird.
I got
like high white socks.
I have so many stories
Gnarly.
of just being just lit up for what I was wearing, dude.
Oh man, and the other one that was real, that was not a costume, is I took one fashion risk in school, one risk, and I wore it was like my cool next door neighbor was like older in my school, and I thought he was like cool, and I, for some reason he like gave me some of his like he would give me a hand me down sometimes. We were like pretty close.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And like I got this kind of like a tight T-shirt. And I thought that was like the style at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is the new style. It's kind of like a smaller, tight T-shirt. And I wore it, and I got ripped apart by my friends. Dude, it was so tight you could almost like see my nipples,
Really?
like the outline of my
almost
whole
mesh.
nipples, not even the pointy part, the whole nipple. Yeah.
Oh, you can see the areola?
Yeah, like the whole thing, dude. It was tight, and I had to just when you get that in school, you're just there the whole day.
Yeah, you
So
can't
don't-
leave.
You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna be right back and change. You're just there.
We had this kid
Ugh,
on
it was
my
so
bus
embarrassing.
who had the perfect hair.
Oh, I think you say nipples.
He had the perfect nipples. One of the best nipples. But this kid was like, he was held back a lot. And I remember like one of the coolest things is he was in a chase on a dirt bike, and all the police are chasing him down
Whoa.
on a dirt bike, and he had no shirt on and tatted up, and he's like 16.
Fuck
and,
that guy.
Dude, he looked awesome. And I'm like, wow, you know. But his hair was so perfect. And I said, so what do you do for that? And he was like, use Perp Plus. And I went, whoa. And then he goes, and wax. And I went, and I grabbed my mom's candle and put wax. He goes, no, hair wax. And I remember coming in the school. I was so obsessed with my hair in school.
Shocker.
I know. And this is, my mom told me all this stuff. Like when I was a kid, people would go, what does your son do to his hair? You know,
Destroys that.
he destroys it. But then his hair was bright blonde, so I bleached my hair without my parents' permission, and thinking I can get it like real blonde, and it wasn't. It was like orange. And then I went to school with like this fucking tech and
Dragon
shit.
Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Oh man.
And all the first girl I saw went, ew. And I went, what? And she goes, you know that dark hair and light eyes are really attractive to women, and this is really embarrassing what you just did to your head. And I go, well, you could have. In my head, I'm like, you could have let me know.
Yeah.
Because I
Dude,
thought
we
all
never
you girls
know.
fucking hated me.
We never know. I can't
never
tell you how many
know.
times I've heard like over the years, oh my God, I had such a crush on you in
Yup.
high school.
Oh,
Yup.
it's the worst.
Why
Yup.
didn't you fucking say
Do something about it.
Because I was lonely.
We
Oh,
were
man.
terrified of you.
Yeah.
Let us know you liked us.
Yeah.
Man.
Or even subtle. Do something. Even
School
just
was rough, dude.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I used to do? Because I used to have I used to pee my pants if I laughed too hard, and I loved
Really?
Yeah.
Where's that now, dude?
Yeah.
You're the best friend
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, but when you piss your pants at school,
Yeah,
you're
that-
the idiot. So I remember I did this on a rainy day once. I was on the playground. Somebody made me laugh, and I pissed myself. So I pretended to fall in a puddle and rolled in the
That's good,
puddle.
though.
Dude. Yeah. So I had to go to the office to get a new pair.
What did you like?
change of
Fall like
clothes.
Kramer? Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah. Tuck and roll into a puddle, dude. But yeah.
I did that.
hilarious.
Barbara. You know I use that name in my act?
Yeah.
Barbara used to be the worst babysitter we ever had. Fuck you, Barbara. And I remember she used to shove chicken down my little brother's throat. Like, she was a horrible person.
Jesus.
But I remember she drove us in the van from school. I'm like in 3rd, 4th grade or something. My parents worked. And I remember, I gotta pee. And she's like, fuck you, shut up. I'm like, very aggressive.
Nice.
And then my mom would always dress me in these overalls like a Chucky doll. And I was,
Oshkosh, baby.
and the thing is, I can't pee anywhere without taking the overall
Yeah.
off. Then I look like fucking, Queen Latifah, with one off.
You're talking about my days, dude. We used to rock that shit.
So I just went, I remember looking at her son and I went, fuck your mom. And I just pissed myself all in her van.
Whoa.
And then when I got out of the car, she goes, what did you do? And I went, told you I had to pee. man, she put so much pepper in my mouth.
Oh,
What?
what?
Well, that
Who is
was-
this abusive woman?
Do you not remember that? If you swear they put pepper in your mouth?
man.
Okay.
Hell,
My mom would put a bar of soap in my mouth and make me sit in the bathroom with a bar of soap in my mouth for a while.
that's
I
like the
remember that one
cliche.
too, but she's
She's just fucking.
would open. Yeah, she wasn't a chef. Tell me when.
You want Parmesan on that?
Yeah.
And then little bro goes, "What did you do?" I go, "Peed everywhere."
So cool.
And then I had to go home,
man.
and I was. The pepper actually was a. Don't do that. It's actually very traumatic. But
no shit.
because my little brother would do shit too, and I would always defend him, and I go, "No, I take it." And then I would always get the pepper, and I would tell Matthew to run. She was a horrible person. I'm not lying. She was.
My
the
parents
worst.
always knew when I pissed myself on the baseball field. Too, because
Wait, you piss yourself with a baseball?
Yeah, because I played outfield because in the very smallest, youngest part of Little
Yeah, the
League,
worst players are out in the outfield.
you don't hit the ball that far.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they're like, let's put Jason and David out there in the outfield.
Yeah.
And they would look, and if I had my mitt over my penis, they're like, fuck, he pissed himself because I'm hiding the wet
Damn,
thing.
bro, you're fucking pee-pee boy. As a
And then
little
I would
kid, huh?
slide into home on my stomach, just mud, just on that part.
Dude, you really are smart.
Oh, bro.
You were already out. They tagged you way over there. You're still running and
I
sliding.
gotta slide.
Oh, I didn't even feel it.
There's fucking scouts going. It's good.
It's good.
Kid knows how to slide. He's a good
Who's the piss
outfielder.
kid?
Pisses his pants a lot. That's the
One
negative.
of the most another very embarrassing moment in junior high school. When I was in junior high school, 7th grade, breakdancing was like just popping, right?
Yeah.
And there were breakdance crews, and I was in one, and I used to do this move that they called like lazy legs or something. It was like this move. I can't remember how it went. And so we all got these, what were in fashion at the time in the hood, these black sleeveless sweaters, right? Where you'd wear a shirt under it with like short sleeves, but on the back in Old English letters, your name, like your nickname. And dude, we had a dude named Mr. Amazem.
Awesome.
We had a dude named
Awesome.
Kid Swift.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mine, my brother's was dope, just DC. Everybody called him DC
Really
because
cool.
of his
Kinda
initials.
cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Mine was Lazy J.
Could be cool.
Could be cool
So
because
I
of
get
the
Lazy
leg
J
work.
on the back, and I got ripped apart at school because we all had a day where we all wore our thing with our name on it.
Funny.
Ripped
What would
apart.
people say? Well, I mean, because that's not.
They just
that
thought it
bad
was a
of
whack name.
Oh.
Lazy J.
Whack is what we said when something wasn't good back then too.
That's kind of back, honestly. I'll still say whack.
Yeah, it was whack name.
I think I figured out why we're such good friends. Is I have a very similar PeePee story. Bit like weirdly similar. I was in, I think, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, something like that. And I was laying on
Senior.
I was senior in high school.
He goes 2nd grade, 3rd grade. It's like senior.
I was
At his girlfriend's house watching
yeah,
TV.
yeah. I'm gonna go. I was laying on my tummy, right? I was like reading a book or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I, for whatever reason, I pee-peed. I don't know how I pee-peed, but I peed my pants, and I'm laying on my stomach, so you
Where?
can't see. In school, this is in school. We're like in school. I'm like laying on my stomach, and I'm like reading a book, and I peed.
Oh, you were like having mat time or something?
Yeah, or like reading time. I don't know how
All right,
shit
got it.
Gotta
works.
be
And you
elementary
peed
school.
while you were laying
Yes.
on your stomach.
Laying on my stomach. I don't know why or how, but I was so. But then I was like, I can't like get up. Like, what do I say? Like, it's
Yeah.
very clear. So I'm like, I don't know what to say. And I had a friend named Andy, and he came up to me, and he was like, oh, like what? I think I did eventually like roll over or get up or whatever. And he was like, what happened to your like what happened? And I said, no bullshit. I said, I got sprayed with a hose. As if that's and he
And I love that your friend went, okay.
Yep,
He
second
took
graders
it.
were like, oh, all right.
All right. There's a hose around here.
So there's this thing. Think about that. Some strange man could just be hosing off kids in the fucking
I
jungle
actually,
gym.
Damn, dude.
I actually, since we're telling
I
Pete
couldn't
stories,
spend the night at friend's house.
I was gonna say I had one, not one, but this was the most traumatic one. Is for some reason, like if anybody sees Boy Meets World with Corey Matthews, I was always Corey Matthews. I was friends with a lot of Sean Hunters, which was every girl liked this particular person.
Right,
Chris
right.
Darius and Jake Domback were the two.
Cool
and
names.
for some reason cool
cool
looking
names,
guy
yeah.
names.
Yeah.
So Chris Darius, I'm at his place. Oh, fuck. And he pretended to be my friend, or pretend to hate me. like in school, but out of school loved me.
Oh fuck you!
'Cause I was a
you grew up
loser.
in a movie.
I was a loser. So, but he would invite me to a sleepover, and I told him, man, it really hurt my feelings that you don't hang out with me, but you always want my approval, blah blah. Anyway, I'm in 5th grade. He had the parents that had the nicotine gum and didn't give a shit, and you could do whatever you want, So it was the
Handing out
perfect place.
nicotine gum to all their friends and shit.
His,
chew this
his
one.
dad literally gave us those chocolate cigarettes, to eat while we
weird.
watch Gremlins. We're in 5th grade watching Gremlins,
All right.
and they kept going, why is Brent here? And he finally defended me, being like, hey, he's one of my good friends, because all the middle schools or elementary schools get together for middle school, so it was right around that time, and I just was a big-headed fucking loser, and anyway, I really didn't help his case, because that morning I pissed all over his couch.
In your sleep?
In my sleep, in front of all the cool kids. Like it was like the cool kids circle.
Man,
And
this explains so much about you.
and I woke up and I was crying, and Chris was like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. And he flipped the cushion, but his dad comes home. His dad's like in construction work, but he's got his nicotine gum, and he goes, who the fuck pissed on my fucking couch? And it's like 7 a.m. And he goes, Dad. He goes, this fucking little queer pissed on the couch. Looking at me.
Goodness.
And he goes, I did. I peed on it.
Wow, what a good dude.
Yeah, but
Are you guys still friends?
no. Actually, he came to one of our shows. He went to war, and then a lot of shit happened in his life. But he came to Hartford Funny Bone once.
Wow.
But yeah, I just remember it, and he goes, it was like my one chance to get in with everybody, and I pissed everywhere.
Fuck. How old were you?
I had to be 6th grade.
17, 18 years old?
Yeah.
I was about 19. No, I've
6th
done that.
grade. Yeah. Damn. That's
It had to be
still-
because it was when all the elementary schools got together,
Yes.
and it was all the handsome, like Tiger Beat looking kids, and then the big headed me, and it was just like, but why is everybody friends with this guy?
Right.
Right. That was a crazy time when you merged. You were like, who the fuck are
yeah.
all these people? You've been looking at the same dorks for 5 years,
Yo.
6 years.
Then you go in the middle.
and you're like, who are all these faces?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some new trim up here.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa!
know-
Get out of here, Irene! I'm
Dude,
looking
I
at
swear,
Laurel.
And it's
bro,
also
I-
that second dude. I could be cool now. They
Yeah.
don't know me.
I swear when I saw
Then you piss
everyone.
on a
That's what I
couch.
thought.
Yeah, I swear I saw
Then you
all,
pissed on a couch.
all the other schools, and I said, "Oh, I guess I went to the ugly fucking elementary school. This shit's out there." Like,
And you're 100% right. It was like
no idea.
He was the hottest kid in school. Him and Jake Domback, they were like, we're gonna make sure Brent's cool. We had all the hot dudes, and then you pissed on my couch.
Oh, man.
You're out. He didn't talk to me until I was famous.
That's really funny.
That's so funny.
He's like, you
dude.
ruined it, dude. My dad
Damn.
beat me after you pissed on my
My mom had to
couch.
put plastic on my mattresses.
Yeah,
Same.
that's why. Yeah.
And it used to piss my brother off because they're loud.
Literally.
And I moved a lot when I slept.
Yep, I remember this. Oh man,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's brutal.
I
And
had
then
that too.
I couldn't have friends in my room. Why is your bed? You learn too, and you grow up that the friends that were shitting on you, they had their own fucking problems
Yeah.
too.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's usually why they were shitting on.
Yeah,
you.
they're pointing out your shit so you're not focused
Fucking
on their
abusive
shit.
construction dad.
Dad,
He's
I
got
mean,
way worse
Jesus.
problems than PeePee.
Wonder what he
Yeah,
did to
yeah.
his kid.
You know what's so
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
about that dude? My mom was his teacher. That's how old my mom is.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mom, he goes, you're Mrs. Morin's kid. And I
Yeah.
went, yeah. He goes, that was my English teacher. I go, how fucking old is my mom? I realized, no,
so funny.
you had this kid way too young.
I was 12,
All right.
chewing on nicotine gum.
I'm not kidding. He used to smoke a cigarette and chew gum at the same time. I used to find it the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, wow, he's really doing both at the same
Slow
time.
ass suicide.
You know my uncle
We
did
have
where I said the
emails?
Marlboro hat?
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because he was so excited about his hat.
That's hilarious. We do.
We do have some
that part
emails. We're blasting through time too. We're almost at 45.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick. Also,
This is a pee-pee story.
I guess official. Well, people are emailing about Happy Birthday, Brent. We never really
yeah.
read those. I think on the birthday episode, you were almost going to throw up the whole time. So,
It was really bad.
this is from Nicholas in Belgium. We've heard from him before. Hey guys, it's Nicholas from Belgium. I sent you some emails a couple months ago, so I don't know if I ring a bell. You do, man. But anyway, I was looking up your birthdays once and then found out Brent's birthday is one day after mine. and just want to say a very happy birthday to Brent. And thank you all for giving me hope that it's possible to become a comedian. I'm also happy to tell you
If
guys
these
that
two idiots
I've-
can, these three idiots
yeah,
can
I
do it.
know. I'm also happy to tell you guys
Freudian slip.
that I've moved forward with coming to America by moving in with my dad in another country. And he told me that if I want, and if it's possible, I could do my college in the U.S. So I'm very excited. Even though this might not be interesting, I wanted to share with someone who understands it more. Absolutely.
Well, I want to share something. He's from Belgium.
We've heard from him before, I think.
I got it.
Go.
Watch this. Dukenschlagen.
Really well. Couldn't have said it better myself. Kind regards, almost legally allowed to drink Nicholas from Belgium. Love it.
Dukenschlagen.
Yep. There you go. We got another one here from Amber, the Morins. Happy birthday to both Brent and my dad. I thought I would share something else they have in common. I know Brent has talked about being in Canada and then pronouncing his last name a certain way.
Morin.
My dad's middle name is Morin, but because it's his mom's maiden name. But since that's really crazy, actually, that's not a common name. But since my grandma is from Mexico, they actually pronounce it with a rolled R. I'm sure Jason
Morin.
can demonstrate for
Marin.
y'all.
Morin.
Yeah.
It is a little more common on the East Coast. Like when I was last time I was in New Jersey, me and my buddy Vin were driving into the city, and I saw 2 vans that said like Morin Plumbing.
Really?
Yeah,
Also, shout out to Vin getting engaged finally. To that
finally.
beautiful woman.
I was about
we
to
love
steal
you.
her away. Why don't we steal away?
We love to piss ourselves.
This episode should be called the PeePee Boys.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's finish with this one here. We got a good one here from Tyler. Subject line is Jeepers Creepers, the 90s. I don't know what this is about. Fellows, fellas, fellers. As they say in the South, y'all asked about stories of growing up and weird stuff we used to do. Fuck yeah.
Thank God.
A few episodes ago, or imagined it and have to admit to stuff. Anyways, here are 2 scenarios. I can't recall why, probably a dare. I went to a neighbor's house once, didn't know them, never talked to them. Just opened her door and walked in. It was an older woman sitting on her couch, smoking
my
a
neighbor, you got
cigarette
shot.
and watching TV.
That's weird.
Said hi, felt awkward, so I was like, wait, this isn't my
You
house.
felt awkward?
And left. I was such a prick, apparently. That's wild, just walking into someone's house.
Sit down and like make yourself at home.
Wait, is he saying he didn't know he walked in the neighbor's house, or he knew?
It was like a dare.
knowingly?
He said it could be like a dare. He just walked
That's
into
a
someone's
dope
house.
dare, though.
Yeah.
I dare you to walk into that
Yeah.
house, sit in the living room, and act like you fucking
That's
belong
pretty
there.
dope.
That's a really funny.
That is.
Yeah.
That is how you get
just
shot,
sit down
but
and
yeah.
eat, and you just go. If you're in
Honey,
the suburbs in White, you
Sweetheart,
can
can
get
you
away
bring
with
me
it.
an iced
Yeah.
tea?
God, you guys will not believe the day I had. And it just, whew, that's not a bad dare.
Really good dare.
That's cool
That's a
dare.
dare in like the 80s, though.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
it's
it's
80s
like,
dare, dude.
You know,
Well, you know what though? In the early 2000s, one of the dares we used to do, I don't know if you guys ever did this, is we would go to the movie theater and we would take a piece of paper because you had the little ticket.
And pretend it was a ticket.
Pretend it's a ticket, and then the goal was to get everybody to chase you and run through every theater and make it through every theater and then get out the back door and just go, but say the funniest line you can say when you get up there. So we did it like for 4 different theaters on a Friday night, and it was me, this kid Calvin who looked like Jack Black, who was hilarious. You know how you have those kids that aren't professional comedians, but they're funnier than you?
Oh, yeah.
And I went, this kid Calvin was the funniest dude. He looked like
Yeah.
Drew Carey and Jack Black. And he goes, yeah, I just wanted my mother's passing away. And he just runs through. And I went, man, that's a good one. And so I went to the next theater. I go, yeah, 1 ticket for I Need Love in My Life. And I just ran through. And then everybody follows.
Nice.
And then all these teenagers have to follow you through.
Wow.
And then, well, we went to Trumbull Street in Hartford. And then we really got stopped. And then,
We used to just buy 1 movie ticket and then open the back door for all the homies to come watch the movie.
yeah.
Dope.
See, we were dorkier
It's a
than
different
that.
time. Like we were talking about it last night. I went with Skylar Stone. Go watch The Retaliators, by the way. Our buddy Skylar Stone's in the movie. It's a freaking great movie. Anyways, we went last night to go see it, and Skylar had all the tickets on his phone. Or yeah. And he goes, man, when I worked here, you just literally ripped it in half and gave half to the
Yeah.
it was like a ticket stub, and you had to have that ticket stub to get in and out of the thing. And I thought, are they reading it?
No, they don't
You know?
care.
No.
The only thing that really bothers me and Rick Glassman used to do this even when we were on TV, and I'm sorry, but we would get the children's ticket.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Me and Kaylee do that. We'll
Yeah.
do 1 adult, 1 child.
And I remember I got
You
she is
fucking
the adult.
crook.
Oh, she's grooming me.
Oh,
But
yeah, she can groom me.
We would get
All right. We get it.
the ticket, and usually it wouldn't be a problem, but this one stickler was like, this is a children's ticket. You have to go get another one. And I went,
Oh.
come on. And he goes, you have to. And I went, I'm not going to battle this. But then Rick walks up. I get the ticket. I'm going up the escalator, and Rick goes, all I hear is, "What do you mean you're not letting me in? I am a child."
Oh,
and there's
wow.
a whole audience. He goes, "This is ridiculous." And he's
no.
being, we're stoned out of our minds too. So my
Of course,
stoned,
his voice is.
my stoned is, I need to get away.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
stoned is, I don't care
Run
if I make a
towards,
scene.
yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm like, I need to hide. He ended up getting in. He goes, "Do you believe what they did?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just lower." "Why are they charging us $8.75 instead of $5?" So I'm like, okay.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's I try to do that because we been getting high and going to the movies sometimes. That's like fun and fuck, am I high now? That's so dumb how I said that. Oh
said
yeah,
it
it's because
hot.
it's fun. One time we tried to buy 2 child's tickets, which is not possible. They don't let you do that because
Why would a
Children
child
don't
be
have
going with
credit
another
cards.
child?
2 kids just going to for Spider-Man. Like it's dude, like duh, like no shit. There's 2
Ugh.
kids like
go.
on the kiosk.
Yeah.
They go like duh.
We took Lime scooters here. Can
Yeah.
you just let us in?
Yeah, it was so
2
dumb.
big wheels parked out
It's
front.
like, no shit.
You
Damn,
know what? I
dude.
thought it was pretentious. So
Dude,
did
I'm
I.
gonna age myself. I remember when they raised the movie ticket price to $6.75 a ticket, and we were just blown away how expensive it was
Really?
Wow.
to go see a movie now. Yeah.
I remember, maybe this is because I'm 36 now. Remember every theater used to just be flat?
Yeah.
I remember when they actually did the
Oh,
incline,
yes.
and it was like the biggest thing.
Theater
Like,
seating,
whoa,
dude.
they're doing
Oh.
this?
They were
it wasn't always like this.
no,
No.
dude.
Honestly, didn't know. Honestly, I had no
You
idea.
got to
So it was all
go
just
to.
flat.
There's a
It
few
was
theaters
always
around
flat.
that are still that way. Like one of the main rooms in Chinese theater is still the old flat.
Yeah,
and they
that's
go,
the main room.
Bro, huge theaters all the way back. Flat.
Yeah. And the Lemleys are really good at that,
Yeah.
keeping it flat.
Yeah, I remember when they changed it, the few in Long Beach, and my dad was like, "They got this thing. It's called stadium seating," and we're like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, it was crazy. Blew my
And
mind.
it goes up, and now you don't have any because before you had like heads in front of you,
Yeah,
or somebody wants to wear some asshole wants to wear a top hat to the movies.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to see an Abe
Some
Lincoln in
asshole.
front of you?
And in the '80s, it sucked because
wish I
everybody
was
had big hair.
boobs.
Everybody had big hair in the '80s.
Yeah.
So you have just hair. and
Yeah,
you're, like,
yeah.
Looking around it, but
Oh,
yeah, now
man.
when stadium seating happened, we were like, "Fuck yeah!" All right.
Well,
Sorry, did we interrupt the?
No, that was great. That was perfect. His second dumb thing that he did. There was this dude on a small hill, but it was Arizona, so it probably was just a bump
Album
in the road.
name, "Dude on a Small Hill." I like
Yeah.
that.
That's a good album.
But I remember this guy yelling out for someone. As a kid, it annoyed me, and I remind you, I was a prick. I went up to see why he was yelling, and it was this overweight guy wearing a wife beater, in parentheses partner beater, and white
It's pretty funny.
and white tighty whities standing at his door. I asked why he was yelling. He said his ferret had gotten loose and was calling for it for dinner. Not sure if he was going to eat it or feed it. Yikes.
Welcome to America.
Yeah, for real.
My son had a football coach who had pet ferrets, and then he did a sleepover at his house, and my son came home. He was like, "The house smells like fucking
Yeah,
ferret
like shit, right?
Horrible. Don't do that.
It's also illegal. You can't legally have here, anyways. You
Why
can't
is it so
legally.
gross?
I don't know.
This is too gross. This is illegal.
He breaks all the gross rules.
Yeah, the gross
Honestly,
laws.
as an adult, not adult, but when I was in high school, my buddy Drew, his family had a marsupial. Is that what it is?
Marsupial.
Marsupial.
And
They're
sure.
nocturnal, right?
Made it sound like an Italian last name.
Marsupial. They don't fucking
This
touch
is Tony
marsupial.
Marsupial over here.
And a ferret.
Marsupial, I think.
That and a ferret. And yeah, man, he really beat me up. But I said, I got to be honest, Drew, you got the smelliest house I've ever smelled. Like, and everybody
smells
laughed
like-
at
yeah,
him,
it's
and then
like a-
he kind of
yeah.
beat me up.
It's like it's like a big. It smells like a big hamster cage.
Yeah.
And
That's
trust
what
me,
it
I know
smelled
hamsters. So go
Why?
ahead.
Oh, that's right. It's in your rider.
And he also he says, I also lived next to the dude who dressed up like Ronald McDonald and made appearances for McDonald's.
Jesus Christ, this guy is a comedian.
Where I want to know where this is.
Is this
Yeah,
Arizona?
I don't think he says. Oh, you know what? He said in his PS, he says something about Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Ah,
but who knows
okay.
if that's where he grew up? That's just where he is now.
Go ahead.
And he was curious if first of all, love the show. Nice to laugh out loud in public. Thank you, Tyler.
This guy's funny as shit.
Yeah, he's really funny. He says any brushes with potential serial killers in your days? I.e. the
Oh,
ferret guy.
bro.
Sure, so
Everybody.
many.
Everybody.
Never know.
I told you, 70s and 80s, everybody was fucking kids. Everybody was killing people. You can't get caught.
Boy, just go for it.
Dude, we literally had I was in elementary school and junior high on like the golden age of serial killers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We had
Yeah.
the Freeway Killer. We had John Wayne Gacy. We had Son of Sam, the Night Stalker, all in this crazy 10-year block between the 70s and 80s.
It's crazy.
So yeah, we went outside going, everyone had a fucking van.
It was like
We got
Black Phone.
All
right?
of us, yeah, all of us had a moment where we were almost thrown into a fucking van.
Yeah.
Or like being followed, or like the guy that fucking hit me with his car on purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And there were certain houses where you're like, make sure you don't go on that side of the block.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the creepy guy that lives that likes to.
Isn't it kind of cool? I'm not
Diddle
cool,
children.
but crazy that your family still went, yeah, go ahead and go out. And
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why these kids today, I sound so old when I say that, when
No,
they think they fucking have it hard. Yeah, you have it hard on your feelings.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
everything hurts your fucking feelings. Try but you're in constant contact with everyone. I think that the invention of social media and cell phones and all that shit is probably what stopped that whole serial killer
Probably
thing.
slowed it way the fuck down.
Way to
Slowed
fuck
it down,
There's
but
still
it doesn't
serial
mean they
killers
don't
out
exist somewhere.
They're out there. But yeah,
Back
it's
then,
so
you
weird.
could get away with it.
You got, you got. This is what you were told. Here's a dime. That's how much a payphone cost back then. You took a dime or two with you, and you were out and gone all day.
Yeah.
And it was this: don't talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers, which became a hit song. Don't talk to strangers by Rick Springfield. Baby, don't you talk.
Kind of looked like the Nightcrawler too, didn't he? Or Night Stalker.
Rick Springfield.
Nightcrawler. A little bit.
A little bit. He was a little. He was a soap opera star before he was a rock star.
I just remember him from Californication.
But dude, they were everywhere. You look up the dating game killer. Look up that fucking guy. This guy was a serial killer who had already been arrested and let go for abducting and assaulting a little girl. Then he ends up as a contestant on the dating game and fucking wins.
Whoa.
He wins. Then the girl when they went backstage that won the date that he won the date with, she was like, she got vibes immediately, and she's like, I can't go on a date with this guy. He's fucking creepy as shit.
He just died, like last year.
What was his name?
In jail?
Rodney Alcala.
Alcala. Yeah, Rodney Alcala. He was the dating game
Wow.
serial killer, dude.
Jesus Christ.
So many.
Then
serial
we had the
killers.
Hillside Strangler.
Yeah,
The
oh, I
Hillside
forgot
Strangler
about
was
that,
out
yeah.
here, dude.
A lot of them were out here.
Yes.
It was
John
either here or
Wayne-
Pacific Northwest,
Yeah,
right?
Gacy was in Chicago, I think, and of course, Son of Sam was New York.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we my brother and I, we grew up in
Zodiac.
The Zodiac killer.
That's
They
here.
never fucking caught that dude.
No.
It's
So-
me.
It's so yeah, we grew up in a weird time, and I can't even imagine being a parent. When I was parenting, my kids had phones. I knew where they were at all times. When my poor parents, when we left the front door, it was like, the fuck's gonna happen now? And we, the 70s and 80s, serial killers, pervs, kid fuckers, all that shit. Then you had the crack epidemic
Oh,
in
that's
LA,
right.
which every neighborhood in the LA County was a fucking war zone.
Yeah.
It was not uncommon
No.
for people to get shot or hear gunshots, or it was just what a crazy fucking time to be a parent. To be a parent, I couldn't even imagine the shit my mom and dad were going through. Sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
Your mom looks great.
She looks great.
Weird.
She looks so good.
Brent has a
Wants to-
crush
wants to-
on my mom.
She looks so good.
Brent, knock it. I know.
What? I'm just saying hi.
Did we finish that
Yeah,
email?
yeah, it's that-
There was no Portugal somethings?
It was something about just like if you ever come to Chattanooga, let's like go out and drink. Basically, that was the
I'm down, but
the-
guess what?
yeah,
I'm not
sure.
doing anymore.
drinking.
Drinking.
Okay.
Really?
Yep, cut it out. It was just fucking me up too much with my joints
Yeah, good.
and everything. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah, great.
Miserable.
You'll probably feel way
when
better.
my wife comes to me and goes, "You have really big bags under your eyes," that's when I know there's a fucking problem.
There you
Or
go.
we're getting ready for the special, though.
Yeah, getting ready for the
You're gonna have a
special.
shot after the
Gonna
special.
tighten it up.
Tighten it up. Tighten it up.
Should we go over to the Patreon?
Any tour dates to plug? You have the Batavia,
We got
Illinois.
Yeah, Batavia, Illinois. Let's
October.
see. October 1st, we are going to be at the Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower, California. Yes,
Right.
for Jason Collings Presents.
Yes.
Let's see here. Oh, no, nothing. Just local stuff up until
Yeah.
that.
If you live in Huntington Beach, I'll be co-headlining the Rec Room October 14th.
With who?
Orange County comic, RJ, buddy of mine.
You're going on.
RJ Hampton? No.
No, that's the whitest name I've ever heard in my life.
What is that?
RJ McGillicuddy, right?
McGillicuddy.
That's even whiter.
Really? You don't know RJ
no.
McGillicuddy?
No.
RJ Hampton seems familiar to me.
Oh, do you know RJ Stepan-Skarnikskin?
Come on, man. These aren't real people.
Well, I think
All right,
RJ
let's go to
Hampton.
let's go to Patreon.
All right.
What do you say?
Oh, I think that's
What
a
do you say?
basketball player.
We'll see you at Patreon.
Thanks, everybody.
Mate.
We are friends.